Jeremy from Achievement Hunter got Four Loko as a sponsor for his stream.
Wow.
And he's like, seemed pretty excited about it. And I was like, that would be fucking cool. Like, imagine we can have Four Loko as a sponsor of this.
Oh my god!
You guys we should all just go buy some Four Locos and drink them during the pod.
I don't think that's how you get it.
We'll drink them every day until they respond.
Every day we're getting blackout drunk on. What's it called?
Random
I
rambling.
can't. No, the fucking drink.
Four Loko. He wants to be sponsored by them. Forgot their name in 2 seconds. Let's start this horn dog, baby. What's up, boys and girls, cats and kittens, rugrats and pickles? I'm Jerome, your sexy little host, and today we're talking about Lost in Translation.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's Nick and that's Hess. I kind of interrupted the part where they would say their names.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rugrats and pickles.
I don't know. I just talk. You know what I
Isn't
mean?
there a pickle on Rugrats?
That's their last name. It's Tommy Pickles and all that shit.
Hmm.
Oh, that smells awful.
Great.
Instantly.
What happened? Who fought it?
I fought it big time.
I've had the toots for the past 2 days, like stinky fucking toots.
Stinky Toots. Stinky Toots with Nick and Josh coming at you live from Joe's bedroom.
Like, oof. Like I farted in the kitchen last night, and Abby was sitting on the couch, and she goes, "Oh my god, what is that fucking smell?"
As if she didn't know.
Have you ever farted like that and then be like, yeah, geez, I don't know what that is? And like you guys are looking around like, yeah, something must be rotten in here. Or do you just like own up to it right away?
I usually just start busting out laughing.
Yeah, I was
and then
gonna
it's
say.
hilarious.
Isn't it weird that farting is the only thing that still, no matter how old you are, that'll be funny?
Unless you're the other person.
Like if you're a kid and you shit on the floor, you probably will think that's funny. But if you're an adult, you're like, what? You're fucking crazy. Like, what are you doing? You're shitting on the floor. But if someone farted, no matter who you are, you're gonna think that's kind of funny.
Right. I don't know if I'd compare it to shitting on the floor, but
I mean,
that's a step or two above farting.
well, you know, I had a tomato potato. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
mm-hmm.
So as we do every week, we'll first get into how many movies me and Nick have watched.
Okay.
I went first last week, so would you like to go first?
I can go first.
Oh, I cut you off guard. You weren't ready?
Yeah, I didn't expect you to always go first. So you said I was at 57 last week, right?
If you were telling the truth, yeah.
I was telling the truth. All right, I'm at 71.
71. Okay. I do want to point out that Nick is a cheater at this game, and he watches movies, but he
plays video games.
Yeah.
I'm playing.
He's
Madden.
playing Madden where he doesn't have to watch. But you know, there's been a few times he's gonna put laundry away, and I go, "Oh, I didn't know we were allowed to leave the room while our movie's on."
I can't get a drink.
You were cuddling in bed with Joey and forgot that 7 was on.
I had to pee.
And then you cuddled with Joey. And did you lay in bed for a bit while the movie was playing in another room?
Like less than a minute.
Oh, you timed it.
No, I just no time. It was less than a minute.
I'm just saying.
You've never watched a movie and done something else?
Usually I pause it when I'm going to leave the room.
I do too, but I just had to pee, so I was going to go and come back, and then there was a dog laying in my bed.
Okay, Derek.
I don't know what that means.
Derek Cheater.
Oh, we can call it off right now if you think I'm cheating.
No, I'm not calling it off. I just wanted to call you out because you're ahead.
Do you want to know what I watched, you little bitch?
I mean, I guess.
Taxi Driver, Duck Soup, American Wedding, Tommy Boy, The Dark Knight 7, where I did go pee, Iron Man 3, The Godfather, The Departed, All About the Benjamins.
The way you said that, it sounded like it was Iron Man 3, The Godfather.
All About the Benjamins, Judas and the Black Messiah, The Gentleman, Hit and Run, and then Lost in Translation.
I do got to say, because a lot of that last week you were off for, I'm glad you're back at work.
Well, I will point out, too, The Godfather and The Departed are not short movies. Fuck.
Yeah. What's funny, I watched just Black Messiah, too, so we'll get into that a little bit. But the director of that, which I've never seen The Departed, but she said it was like a Departed-ish, was her description of it.
Really?
But I didn't know. I couldn't compare because I haven't seen it.
You've never seen The Departed?
I never have. I mean, I've seen bits and pieces of it, but I've never sat down and watched it. I don't know why. But I probably will now because I need to watch movies.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen it in a long time. It's been a couple years. and I just fucking loved it. It was great. No, he's not in it.
A couple of years since I saw that movie.
I've watched 67.
Oh,
And
that's why you're angry.
And I watched 3 movies yesterday.
Oh, nice try.
Yeah, you know, because of this guy, my new setup is while I'm setting up podcast shit, like while I was spending an hour editing the clip these, I was
Be careful what you say. You might incriminate yourself.
kind of funny.
Mm-hmm.
I have my Switch set up next to my laptop while I'm editing, so every time I go into After Effects or I'm photoshopping something, I hit play on a movie on like Hulu or whatever on my Switch there. Because you know
Netflix?
you playing on the Switch, apparently not.
Oh,
I was looking for it on there, couldn't find Netflix. I was like, that's weird. So I got Hulu and YouTube. On
That's funny. Ads will slow you down with Hulu.
No ads on the movies.
I just started Deadpool and there was.
I've watched 3 movies on there, not a single ad.
Oh, I got an ad for Deadpool.
That's funny.
But I didn't get one when I watched Palm Springs.
I wonder if they have like an exclusive deal with Switch or something.
Yeah, I Googled it. It appeared like there's a way you got to plug it in your TV and do this, that, and that. I was like, well, I don't want to watch it over there, so I'm not doing that. Yeah. But because of Nick, I had to set up so I can watch extra movies because he's a fucking cheater.
You'll just have to save your money and get an iPad.
Well, I'll just steal my mom sometimes too. I did that with Iron Man a little bit. Iron Man 3. When I was making thumbnails, I watched Iron Man 3 on the iPad. So where did I start? Oh, right here. So I watched Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace. So I started watching the James Bond movies. Started with Daniel Craig. I like him so far. Bernard's in it. I was like, that's crazy. What's his name? What's the sheriff in Stranger Things? I can't think of his real name. He's in Black Widow also.
Yeah, can't think of his name.
He is in the last one. He was like
oh, really?
Him and Bernard worked for the CIA. Jeffrey Wright. I guess I should have called him by his name. But so far, I really, really like the James Bond movies. I'm watching the newer ones. So
see, I was gonna go the other way and watch the old ones first.
I wanted to do this, and then I knew I'd get into it, and then I'll go back.
Might get harder.
Yeah, it might get harder because I'll be like, "Ooh, go get that girl, Bond. Why don't you come get me? I could be your damsel, Bond."
It's not what I meant.
Oh, so I watched Casino Royale, Quantum of Solace, Wes Craven's A New Nightmare. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah, I love that one. Iron Man 3, A Nightmare on Elm Street, the reboot. Pretty shitty, to be honest. The Exorcist, fucking awful movie. Holy shit! I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it in a long time. Me and Taylor had because she's in a horror movie class. We watched it for it. God damn, is that boring and stupid?
It's been a long time since I've seen The Exorcist. It scared the fuck out of
me. We told Victoria about that, and she's like, "Oh yeah, the movie sucks."
It's funny.
And apparently, he went back and like George Lucas the ending and made another Exorcist, but just switched some shit around to make sure you knew the ending, which I never knew about.
So he put like little animals on the side?
He might have. And then someone went, McClunky! Instead of like here, one of the weirdest parts of the movie is, she like diddles herself with a crucifix.
Yeah.
And after she's bleeding, like a couple of scenes later, maybe it's a day later, I don't know, she shoves her mom's face in her vagina and says, "Eat me, eat me, eat me." And we're like, huh, this is interesting.
Yeah, wasn't it going to be rated X at first?
I think so.
That's how Taxi Driver was.
But then I saw Judas and the Black Messiah, Austin Powers' International Man of Mystery.
I almost watched that the other day.
That was on Hulu, so I was like, I guess I'll watch that because I wanted to watch the next James Bond movie, but I couldn't go on Netflix. Lost in Translation, American Ultra, Hell House, and Valentine. It was all yesterday, those last 3. But have you seen American Ultra?
No.
It's Jesse Eisenberg and
that's on Hulu too. Yeah, I just saw.
Can't think of her name, but the girl. She's in Twilight and a bunch of other shit now. That's really good. That's a really good Jesse Eisenberg movie.
It was listed as the action comedies on Hulu.
Unfortunately, the guy who made it is a scumbag.
Oh, is it?
Son of the guy who did Werewolf in London.
Oh,
Max Landis, I think is his name. Which is
Go ahead, finish.
I was gonna say, it's just unfortunate because he's made a lot of good shit. Like he's made one of my favorite Superman comics. It's like him as like a teenager, but he made it very well. He's done, I believe he wrote Chronicle, and he's wrote a lot of good shit. But apparently he's a real big scumbag.
What do you mean by scumbag?
I'm sure there's
lots of to his girlfriends scumbags. And all this shit. Like, do you remember that group SourceFed that we used to watch, me and Taylor?
Yeah.
He dated a couple girls on there and was running into them, and I think he's a little rapey.
Oh, well, who's not?
You still like Kevin Spacey, but You don't have a problem with him?
That's my grandmother. You're confusing me with Mima.
You don't want to watch Usual Suspects?
I'd still watch it. But yeah, those are my movies. What did you think of Judas and the Black Messiah?
I liked it. I thought it was really good. I watched one of the documentaries on after it.
Oh, I wanted to do that.
I did it because I saw Chuck D in the little feed, and I was like, "Hey, Chuck D." I didn't finish it. I watched like 90% of it, but I liked it. I thought it was done really good.
It wasn't what I expected. I thought because I was a naive little white boy, which me and Taylor were discussing, and then they go in through this movie too, and they say shit too, which made us feel a little bit better. Growing up, we always thought that the Black Panthers were like bad. That's how like we were like basically taught in school.
Yeah, I think everybody.
And I never learned otherwise really until like Black Klansmen and stuff like this, where you actually kind of learn about them. But we were watching and all that, and then it gets to the ending, and then the whole like last 5 minutes is all text and it's saying all this stuff, and you're like, wow, 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 wow. And then it says the guy did a real interview, and they show you the real interview. And it says like a week after it aired, he killed himself.
Yeah. And
you're like, Jesus, this got real sad.
Yeah, it's not something where it was good and I enjoyed it.
I would say spoiler, but that's all real life, so I feel like it doesn't matter.
I enjoyed it. I don't know if I'd watch it again because it's just not.
I wouldn't either.
It's not the most uplifting movie I've ever seen.
It's very, very well made, and I think you should watch it.
And they were really good. Like the guy that I forget his name, but
Daniel Kaluuya or
the other one.
Fuck, I just forgot it. God damn it.
But he's the
informant kind of?
Informant guy, yeah. And Meth Damon was really good.
Meth Damon's really good in it. Jesse Plemons.
But I thought the guy that played the informant, he was really good because I was kind of rooting for him at times. And like,
I really, really like him.
And he was pretty much a douchebag.
Yeah.
When they showed his real interview at the end, I was like, oh yeah, I don't like that guy as much. So I'm kind of, that makes me feel better.
When we saw that though, I was like, wow, they did a good job. Like, I'm sure part of the casting was, let's get these two guys because they're really popping right now. But they did a good job. Like, he looked pretty close to him.
Did you notice that there was a guy from Euphoria and a guy from Barry?
What's funny about that is we saw the guy from Euphoria, and you're like, who the fuck is that guy?
I did the same thing.
And we're like, oh my God, it's the guy from Euphoria. So then every time we saw him, we're like, it's clearly the guy from Euphoria.
I did the exact same thing.
And then the other guy, I was like, what is he from? And I looked him up and said Barry, and then I had to describe to Taylor who he is in Barry.
He's one of the actors, right?
Yeah. He's like one of the he's barely in season 1. He's in season 2 a lot more.
I had to Google both of them too.
Yeah, but I really liked it. So far, these HBO movies, I think a good idea for them to put them out on HBO Max.
Yeah, I like it so far.
Just these two, I would be like, okay, well, I'm sticking around to see what's next. Like, if I was a person that wasn't going to keep HBO Max, like, I'd be like, oh, I guess I will watch King Kong, Godzilla, and the Snydercut and all that.
I'm planning on it anyways, but yeah.
Yeah, but I was just saying, like, the average person. I feel like these two would sell me.
I'm a little more excited about King Kong, Godzilla.
No, me too.
Than the Snydercut.
I'm interested in what the hell's going to happen with the Snydercut. The 4 hours kind of has me a little bummed, I got to be honest. But King Kong and Godzilla, I'm hyped for. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Did you see that TikTok I sent you about that?
I did. I meant to talk to you about it, but I saw it late in the day, and then you came home later and all that.
She seemed to know her shit.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been watching the older ones on HBO Max. Like I watched Godzilla, Mechagodzilla last week. I want to watch King Kong vs. Godzilla, but I'll have to use our duty because that's not on there. I thought that would be on there to promote the new one.
I used to love that movie when I was a kid.
Isn't there like an alternate version where each other win?
I thought
like a TV in like the TV version, Godzilla wins and whatever, something like that.
I thought it was the Japanese version, but
that probably makes more sense.
Yeah, I've heard that, but I've never seen it.
I've never been able to find that, which I don't think is the first.
You'll never find.
I don't think it's the very first Godzilla, but it's one of them that like talks about his origin, and it's these people they time travel back, and it's all black and white, until like parts where it's not. And they time travel back to like get this normal dinosaur, and they shoot these rainbow things into it and turn them into Godzilla. It was really weird. But do you remember when Mima called you and you told me to watch the Godzilla marathon?
Yeah.
And then the next day you're like, "Did you watch?" I was like, "Yeah, I still haven't gone to bed." Like I was like just finishing it up because it was every Godzilla movie ever. I watched them all in a row.
I mean, I've seen a lot of Godzilla movies. But
I don't remember.
I'd rather watch more Nightmare on Elm Street if that tells you anything.
I want to watch them both.
No,
we'll do a new podcast called Godzilla on Elm Street.
Oh my God! You up for that?
Do you like any of the Godzilla movies? You ever been a big fan of those?
No.
You don't like lizards and dinosaurs and gorillas?
I think it's dumb. I think dinosaurs are the stupidest fucking thing.
I thought that was World War
I get
II.
it.
Hated it.
That's fucking overrated in my opinion too. But yeah, like I have a cousin, like I think he's like a year or two younger than me, obsessed with like dinosaurs. And like he used to always want to talk to me about dinosaurs, and I'm just like, dude, I don't give a fuck about dinosaurs.
You're like, dude, I'm gonna watch hockey. Leave me alone.
Do you see any fucking dinosaurs walking around? Why does it fucking matter? It doesn't fucking mean anything. They're fucking gone.
Godzilla's
They're
not a
fucking
dinosaur.
gone.
Yeah, Godzilla's more than a dinosaur. It's like a god.
Godzilla's more like a monster than a dinosaur.
Godzilla.
Yeah. You know what I never knew, and I watched.
I mean, like King Kong's not a fucking dinosaur.
He's just he's a big ass monkey.
Yeah.
He's why every time I go to the zoo,
You don't like King Kong either?
Because there are monkeys around, so
he's like,
Yeah, but they're
I don't like apes. They're dumb.
They're not ginormous gorillas.
No wonder you don't watch a lot of movies. You don't like comedies. You don't like Godzilla. You don't like what else? Don't you like World War II?
I don't like stupid comedies.
he's got to be intellectual to get to that guy.
Yeah, we've seen your TikToks. No,
Queen of the North.
I've just I used to watch them when I was a kid, and obviously they're not good.
Yeah, me too. I think it's more one of those things where you get hooked on them when you're little, and then you're like, oh, it's still cool because I watched a lot then.
But like the new, so you have no interest in King Kong versus Godzilla?
I mean, I would probably watch it.
Did you see that trailer?
Yeah, it looked cool to me.
Yeah, I mean, and that's fine, and I'll probably watch it. But
Did you see the guy that made it is making a Face-Off sequel?
Oh no, really?
Yeah,
That's interesting.
I'm not.
That'll be.
I'm not like dying to see it.
I'm not dying to see
Yeah,
it.
I'm not dying, but I just know the day it comes out, I'm gonna watch it. For
Yeah, because there's no other
Oh, yeah,
movies
see,
out.
I probably won't watch it the day it comes out.
sure. I will, and then I'll try to talk this guy into doing a video on it. Probably.
Me?
No, the other guy in this bedroom that I'm talking to.
Get
right
Hess
now.
to do it.
That would be interesting. I have to try to talk him into thinking the movie's cool. But there's one part.
When is it? When does it come out? When does it come out?
It's next month. I don't know the exact.
Yeah,
I think it's like March
All right,
18th or something.
You fucking let me know. I'll watch it. What day is it? A fucking Tuesday or something?
It should be a Friday. It should be a
It's
Friday.
usually a Friday. Because
All right,
it'll come out in the theaters the same day.
I
Yeah.
got you. All right.
Thursday night.
I'll remind me when it gets close. I'll watch it that fucking day, and we can do a podcast Friday night.
Okay. Sounds like a plan, Stan.
So you
and
do
I'll give you
two
my
podcasts that
honest-
Friday, huh?
Yeah.
Opinion.
Uh-oh.
Okay. And I'll be in here being like, Godzilla punched him, and it was so cool. And you'll be like, no, it wasn't.
I think because it's new.
Eric from True Blood's in it.
Yeah. So is 11.
Maybe you'll get to see his penis again.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Yeah. Ice Cube's son was in the last Godzilla. Right?
King Kong.
Speaking
Wasn't
of
it
Alexander
Godzilla?
Skarsgård,
It was King Kong.
he was in my thoughts
Wasn't
of
he?
being Killian Aldrich as well.
I
Alexander
never
Skarsgård.
thought of that, but that would have been good.
I'd put him in
Yeah.
anything.
That'd be a good one. I like that.
Because I feel like he's good looking, he's like charismatic.
You want to
I
fuck
could picture
him?
him. I could picture him being like a fucking scientist.
I'm waiting for the day. I don't think this will happen, but I think he'd be the perfect Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
I would love it if they did that, but I don't think they will.
It makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys ready to talk? Oh, no, we can't even do that. We got to do our movie poll first.
Oh, fuck. I forgot we
I
picked a
completely
movie.
forgot about that. You know?
Me too.
65 minutes in.
All right.
A lot
Well,
of Godzilla talk.
if you're still watching, ladies and gentlemen, we do a poll on Twitter that people can vote on. I mean, obviously not now because it's over and you're watching the podcast. But we all say our movies. We watched Lost in Translation. We picked an actor, went to their IMDb, and picked a new movie.
We'll have to choose from this week.
Yeah, I'll go first because I don't think I went first last week.
No, I think I went first last week.
I'm picking Scarlett Johansson. Is it her? I just forgot the name of the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Her. Sorry.
Oh,
Picking Scarlett
yeah.
Johansson and Her. I've never seen it.
I haven't seen it either.
I've seen it.
I told you in the living room. I was telling her, I think Hess has probably seen it. I don't know why. It just feels like he would have, but I
That's
know
so
we
weird.
haven't.
As many movies as we
I feel like
see.
me and Hess are like this.
Yeah,
I mean,
but that's got nothing to do
unless
with
it comes
this.
to Godzilla.
Oh, okay.
Well, but no Godzilla. We're like this.
Nice.
As long as you hate dinosaurs, we'll be on the same page forever.
That's a weird hate.
We could do a podcast, him and Damien just sit here, and Damien has to explain dinosaurs to Hess.
Well,
Because Damien loves them.
I think
Yeah,
I
I don't
think
wanna talk to him.
most children do.
Oh, you calling me a child?
No, do you love dinosaurs?
Oh, no, I like Godzilla.
Okay. Fucking weirdo.
That's great.
So yeah, mine is her.
Okay. Who's next?
I can go. I'm gonna pick Giovanni Ribisi, Avatar. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I was
I'm
like,
gonna pick him, but I'm gonna pick Saving Private Ryan.
oh, is he in that?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
You just
He's the
said you
medic in
hated
that.
World War II and it's overrated.
yeah, but that's a great movie. That's a great movie.
Guess what?
I can,
Because
I can
of
pick
you,
and choose.
I just
I can pick and choose. I can pick and choose. When I say it's overrated, they do too many fucking movies about them.
they do. I do.
And
I
the
agree with
movies
that.
are shit. I feel like people are like, oh, we should make a new movie. What should we do it on? Let's do it on World War II. There's only been 900 fucking million of them
Although,
made.
did you see Dunkirk?
When's the last
'Cause
time? Isn't that the last World
I
War?
have-
Dunkirk
I have
is that
not.
World War One?
No, that's two.
Two. Okay, yeah, that was really good.
I
It's on
haven't seen
HBO
that
Max now. Just went on there.
Oh, is it?
I mean, I have it on Blu-ray, but it's on there.
I did.
I
I
do
mean,
want to see it.
I wrote down because you were talking about the movies. I wrote down Saving Private Movies.
you can't see if that gets a vote.
People are like, "What's that? I've never heard of that." All right, so what's yours?
I'm going same actor.
Oh, I think you say same movie.
But I was gonna go Boiler Room.
Boiler Room. I don't think I've ever seen that.
It's got Vin Diesel.
Oh, Vinny D. Oh, then we go straight to.
So,
Yeah.
although,
Then we can start this
so
life
does
in-
Saving Private Ryan.
Oh shit, we could
Yeah.
easily get to fucking living life in the fast lane. All right.
I saw Boiler Room. It's been a long time, but
It's got Ben Affleck too.
yeah, there's a bunch of people in there.
Yeah,
James Caan,
I liked it. It's just
Jamie Kennedy.
yeah. God, don't tell Jerome
Bunch of
that he'll
people.
vote for it and then go to Scream next.
Maybe I will.
But I actually looked for Saving Private Ryan and I must have skipped over it because I thought he was in it.
It's like the fourth one. It's right there. Like you just
yeah,
go to his thing on
I must have
the
zoomed over.
thing.
All right, so the poll is live. 20 minutes.
Yeah, like
To
I
the
was never
voted.
like.
Jesus. Is that a voting sign?
That's what she did. She said I voted. So you guys ready to talk about Lost in Translation, motherfucker?
Queen of the Horse.
So what were your thoughts on this movie, Hess? Me and Nick have already seen it, so I'm curious. What are your thoughts?
It was interesting. It was different.
Yeah, I thought it would be a very different movie for us.
Let
to
me
talk about.
interrupt too. By the way, I was gonna do Scarlett Johansson and Jojo Rabbit, but you told me yesterday that you just watched it. So I thought for sure we were two of the three of us would pick Jojo Rabbit.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was a given. And then yesterday when we're playing, he's like, "Yeah, I just watched Jojo Rabbit. It was pretty good." And I was like, "Motherfucker!" So that's why I picked Boiler Room. Now you can go on with your movie.
That's funny.
She
Well,
was
it's funny
7.
because,
She was 17 in this movie.
Yeah, I saw that, and their kiss at the
Yeah.
end was improvised by the two. I saw.
Yeah, I saw that too.
So I was like, oh, fucking, let's cancel Bill Murray. How about that? Start it right now. He's a
Fuck
pedophile.
off. Fuck you.
I'm just kidding.
He was cringy in Ghostbusters. A little cringy.
That's true.
I think every-
Hashtag Bill Murray's over party is going to start from this podcast.
I think everybody's cringy in 1984.
Not me. Because I was just...
I was born and I'm not cringy.
You're cringy now.
I'm not cringy now.
I don't know. If these people played Warzone with you.
How am I cringy?
If only I could hit play in a clip of when those kids knocked on your door.
What's wrong with saying that? I mean, shit.
That's part of the
People
cringy.
say-
No, it's funny. It's funny, and I like it. But I think
That's not cringy,
a lot of
though.
people would.
Oh.
A lot of people would be.
A lot of people would say
would
that.
be like, hey, buddy.
I just watched a movie yesterday where Dak Shepard, that someone asked him if he had nitrous for his car, and he's like, "No, nitrous is for fags." And then they drive away, and Kristen Bell's like, "What's that supposed to mean?" He goes, "Oh, I didn't mean it like as a slur. I meant it as lame." And then so they get this whole argument on the way.
That's funny.
It was, and
I've actually forgot about that. So that's a really good scene in that.
yeah, it was really funny. I think I just.
Sometimes I write my answer.
And by the way, Hess didn't say that.
Yeah, I did not.
No, you did not
Definitely
say
did.
that.
no, he didn't say that at all.
No. It was something to do with milk, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sucking
I'm
up.
on tonight.
I'm on. So, is there anything you guys would change about this movie?
Yeah, I would have. I was kind of hoping he would just stay and say fuck it, and not go back to.
I was too. I agree. That's what I would change too. Is I'd make them
Like
be together.
Like the entire movie, I was like, wow, this is fucking weird. Like she's like fucking 20 or whatever, and he's like whatever 50, and then at the end, I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, he should just stay. I'm like, gee, just stay.
You know what's one interesting thing I saw on IMDb trivia, and you can tell watching the movie, they never once introduced themselves to each other.
Oh yeah,
through the entire movie.
Yeah.
They never tell each other their names.
Did you want them to bang?
It would make sense, but the whole time I was like, I don't want to watch Bill Murray bang.
Yeah, I was kind of.
I don't want to see his old wrinkly body being like, take that, Scarlett.
He wasn't when he's in the pool. He wasn't too wrinkly.
Yeah, but
Or
it's
in the spa, he was like laying there in the spa.
Yeah, I mean,
because then like he'd be like saying
sauna.
Bustin makes him feel good, and then she'd be like,
That looks like jizz.
wow.
You know, it's just
You know when his
that
wife.
is something I don't like to say.
Here's what I would have changed. You know when his wife calls
Yeah.
and you can hear her barely.
Yeah, he's like, hey.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, yeah, let me talk to her. Okay, I'll get on the phone right now.
So I guess that was like someone in the cast, like a art director or a fucking fashion person, whoever it was. But the second time she calls, I thought it was Andy McDowell. And I was like, oh my God, this is a sequel to Groundhog's Day. After they get through there, he becomes famous, and then
they get married, and then
yeah, and that's what I would have changed. I would have made it a sequel to Groundhog's Day.
oh my God, of course you would. That's what you would change about it. One thing I really like about the movie is the way Sofia Coppola like wrote it and all that. It was basically just an outline, so like the whole movie was basically improvised.
Yeah, I mean, if you give it
Like, which I noticed, I was asking Taylor about this while we were watching it, because if you know the scene where he brings her to the hospital for her foot, those people in the background are laughing their ass off, and it's because the person was asking him, how long have you been in Japan?
He's like,
yeah, so like they knew what the lady was asking and saw his answers, and they just couldn't stop. They were like trying to stop themselves from laughing because they knew they weren't supposed to because they were filming.
I also it called them guys in the trivia, and I was like,
did it really?
yeah.
It was clearly girls, I thought.
That's what I thought. And they said the person he's talking to was a guy, too. That I couldn't tell.
Yeah, that one was a little hard to tell.
The subtitles they misspelled whiskey every time. They spelled it WHISKY.
Oh, really?
There's an E in whiskey.
I don't think... I think it depends on the whiskey.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
That's weird that it would depend on it.
I think...
That'd be like, depending on the vodka, sometimes it has a C in it. That's weird.
No, because I think it... I could be wrong. You're right. That's the way you spell it. But,
yeah, I know.
but I'm saying I think there's alternate ways.
That's weird.
It might be because it's like Japan or something.
Yeah.
Because even when I look on IMDb, it's spelled the correct way. But like, I know
because that's a real whiskey that he's hawking.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I would have one thing I would have changed is I would have done one or two more because he films the commercial a little bit and then does a photo shoot. And that's it. So then it's like, well, why are you still in Japan for the whole week then?
Yeah,
you did two things.
A lot.
$2 million.
He made $2 million, and then.
Well, yeah, but like that, he only filmed. He did two things. They should have had one at least like a couple days later before he left, and one. Well, that made sense why he did wait the rest of the week because it was that day or something.
Well, he was gonna go home before, remember? And then he stayed for the second thing.
Oh, that's true. Okay,
So,
yeah, okay.
The only reason he stayed is to stay with Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
I think I really wouldn't change anything except that I was joking with the Groundhog's Day. But
there's not much I would change about this.
It won an Academy Award for screenplay.
To this as of 2020, this is Bill Murray's only, I think it was Oscar nominated performance, which really surprised me.
Yeah, kinda.
Did you hear about like how like because he doesn't have an agent, he doesn't do any of that. So you call for Bill Murray to get him in your movie. You leave a voicemail. And then you just have to hope he shows up to your movie. Is how
he's got a 1-800 number.
Yeah. So he
doesn't give out.
They did that. They went to Japan, got ready, and Sofia Coppola said that she wrote it for him. So if he's not going to do it, she's not doing the movie.
I think that was a good move.
So they went there to do it, and they're like, "Well, we'll get ready, and if he shows up, cool. If not, I guess we just pack up and go home."
Well, but Wes Anderson said he was a man of his word.
You don't send a script or anything like that.
Not to Bill Murray.
I don't think. I mean, you probably can, but I bet it's very
That's
hard.
so weird.
You probably have to call him,
So-
and then he has to call you back and all that.
No, it's not easy to get him to do a movie.
Yeah.
He retired after Ghostbusters. I read that in the Ghostbusters trivia.
Well, have you seen those interviews with him and like it was Howard? I think it was Howard Stern. And Howard Stern's like, you the way you act and like the way you like doesn't seem like you want to be famous.
Mm.
And he's like, well, everybody thinks they want to be rich and famous, but then you get rich and you're like, oh, I just wanted to be rich.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to go to the bar and have 800 people talking to me.
Yeah.
So then it was interesting. I saw
that?
I saw that on TikTok before, and then I'm watching the movie, and I was like, oh, it feels like this is part of the like he added that in there.
Yeah.
Like the whole fucking house shook. Jesus.
Godzilla's like, you don't think I'm cool, motherfucker?
I told you those kids are coming back today.
Probably.
Something sports happened. Do you guys have a best scene / quote of the movie?
Yeah, my favorite scene was the lip them stockings. Lip them.
Oh, that was
I
so
was fucking
weird.
Laughing so hard.
That's a good scene. One of my favorite scenes is just because it's my song. Is when they go to the strip
I was
club
gonna say
and
that.
and they're playing Peaches and sucking on my titties like you wanted me. As I was going on, I go, I like that. Johnny Knoxville scene's better.
Well, I watched a little part of it while I ate breakfast, and then I went to the gym and I finished it.
Mm-hmm.
So like,
You watched that scene at the gym?
yeah, but no one can see it. Plus there's no one there.
You were like, do you think I'm a nasty girl?
Well, so it's like playing, and I totally forgot that was in the movie. But I think when I watched it originally, I didn't know that song.
Yeah.
So that came on, and I was like, oh, it's got to be the best scene. You don't understand how many times that fucker's played that song.
Since Jackass 2, I've probably heard that over 1 million times.
Yeah, and I've probably heard it 500,000 times.
Yeah.
Because of him.
Mm-hmm.
I know the words.
I used to play it constantly.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any quotes? I couldn't think of any quotes.
I couldn't really think of any.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
I didn't think there would be for this. Surprise cameo? I guess Anna Faris, maybe? But
Maybe.
that's not that surprising.
I tried to get Jerome to pick movie 43
Taylor tried to too. 2 people tried to make me pick that.
for you, because it's a horrible fucking movie.
It's awful.
It would make not another teen movie fucking be an
the-
Academy Award winner.
Yeah. It's awful.
But she takes a shit on Chris
But
Pratt's chest.
there's so many people in it.
There's a shit ton.
So many people in it.
Like a legit shit on his chest.
Well, I doubt it's real poop, but
Yeah.
in the movie it's real poop.
Oh, I got you.
Best
That's why they got a divorce. No, I'm just kidding.
best performance.
Yeah.
Bill Murray.
This one, I think it's obviously Bill Murray, but Scarlett Johansson, for it being one of her early movies, does very well in it too.
What was this her first movie, or did she do something?
No,
before
this was like her 8th or.
She did-
This was a few in, but still early on in her career.
When I
still
was
first
looking,
couple years.
when I was looking at IMDb, she was in Just Cause in 1995, which is Sean Connery and Lawrence Fishburne.
Mm-hmm.
And we have it on DVD. I've seen it. It's a pretty decent movie for not being.
I forgot to bring up. It's always weird when I watch Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Because I watched that. I think it was last week for my list.
Mm-hmm.
And in the thing, it's Larry Fishburne.
Oh yeah.
And like that's his name, and it's like I always forget he's in that.
Well, yeah.
Larry.
I forgot he was in that shit too.
Yeah, it's so weird.
But so apparently she's in that, and then she's in Home Alone 3, which
I wanted to pick that, but I didn't think it'd get voted, so I felt like it'd be a waste.
It would have been.
But it's so funny that she's in that. I forgot about that. But now I'm probably gonna watch that. I think that's on Disney Plus.
Oh, is
Hey,
it?
calm down, reporter.
You can't watch it before you watch it too.
What real quick before we move along, what was everybody trying to cancel Chris Pratt for like a couple weeks ago?
Oh, a couple of his tweets, like jokes, got like people found them again, and they were normal. Like who cares? They weren't bad. But then because of that, people started photoshopping stuff, making it worse. Like him saying like the N word and calling like people the F word and all this stuff, and it was just getting so blown out because people were making fake ones. And then you see what they really, and it was like 2 tweets, and it was like one of them was about a beauty pageant, and it was like, oh, everyone looks like Miss Hungry. And it was a joke because they all they're all starve themselves and all that. People were like, oh man, about that. And there was something else too. But there were jokes like that. Like who cares?
I feel like Twitter should do something where they all just disappear after like a year or something. So some some kind of something.
Yeah, like at once it's the 5-year mark, it disappears.
At least, because
Or
if you don't get in trouble for saying it, then
if you're making a couple $1 million in a movie, maybe just scrub your Twitter. Just scrub it.
yeah, that's true.
When people love you in the world, scrub it then.
Oh, he became a huge star.
Yeah,
And he wasn't.
the same thing. It's like him and Jennifer Lawrence. Everyone loves them. They get even bigger, and then people like because there's so many people in the world. It's just like it's happening with David Dobrik right now. He's so big, then people are pointing out like flaws about him and his group and all that.
Yeah.
But he's got 18 million followers on YouTube. So there's gonna be a couple million that think he's stupid.
Yeah.
So it just happens when you get that big.
Yeah,
I just saw it trending, and I didn't look into it, and I meant to ask for a while now.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid. At first, I was like,
I didn't even see
great,
it.
because before it was his religious stuff and all the stuff, and all the Avengers came out to defend him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, they're gonna have to come back out. Avengers Assemble.
Wow.
So best performance, we agree, Bill Murray.
We agree, Bill Murray. I agree that Scarlett Johansson was great. I also think Anna Faris was really good.
Yeah, she's barely in it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the time she's in it, Did you read that it's loosely based on Spike Jonze and Sofia Coppola?
Which is funny, because then I chose the Spike Jonze movie next. Didn't even think about that.
Well, oh yeah, that's weird. And then she's.
I don't know who those people are.
And then,
I know she wrote the movie. I know, but I don't know who Spike Jonze is.
Oh really?
Oh.
He's a director.
Yeah.
He's in Jackass and shit. He dresses up as the old lady in Jackass.
Didn't he make that one movie with Ice Cube, or is he just in that?
He's just in that.
Oh, okay.
Three Kings.
Yeah,
God, I love
that's
that
a good movie.
But what was I gonna say? Oh, she's like a Cameron Diaz, like loosely, but then no one ever confirmed that. But they're pretty much saying that's what it was.
That's interesting.
Because they went and made.
I knew they
made Being John Malkovich.
I knew the thing. Oh, that's gonna make me change the battery in a minute. I knew the Spike Jonze and like her thing. I didn't know the Cameron Diaz part.
That's what I read.
That's interesting. Do you think there could be a sequel? Lost in Translation 2.
Yeah, they go home and leave their wife and husband and live happily ever after.
There could be, but I don't think it'd be as good.
No, probably not.
But it wouldn't be as interesting.
It wouldn't be as good.
What if they started robbing banks and went on and then it was like Bonnie and Clyde?
That'd be a good like twist. You wouldn't expect that to be the sequel.
She could, because she's Black Widow, so she can run around and fucking kill everybody, and then he can just.
And
like,
he's hunting ghosts.
And he knows a zombie hunter. God damn it!
Did we learn anything from this movie?
We learned Japan is different than America.
Yes, it is very different.
It is very.
It
different.
would be weird to be stuck there with nobody. Like they both seem very lonely.
Yeah, it seemed pretty boring.
Did you wonder why the husband wasn't lonely? I guess because he's hanging out with everyone.
He's doing his work,
Yeah.
Let me see. Did I learn anything?
He had no problem sleeping either. He slept like a fucking baby.
No.
Yeah.
It tends to happen though when you're working.
Yeah, I suppose.
You exhaust your mind, and you're like, oh fuck, I gotta sleep.
They finally got their sleep, and they got to do their little montage running around town.
Did you? So when that guy came to shoot him with the gun, that was a BB gun.
Mm-hmm.
An MP5.
Was that a BB gun? I thought it was like a paintball gun.
It was
I was confused about it too. I saw that in trivia, some of it being MP5
they said
BB gun.
It was a BB gun that's an MP5, and then it had some kind of what's the fucking
blue tracers?
It had tracers.
Yeah.
Yeah. The BBs were some kind of special BBs that gave a tracer look.
It's so weird.
I was like, Hess would buy that blueprint in fucking Call of Duty.
He would. He's like, look at my MP5 guy.
I got fucking tracers.
It's time for our next movie, but I got a feeling the poll's not over.
Oh, really? We're already done?
I mean,
it's probably not.
While I pull,
but I mean, like,
poll,
in all reality, though, like, it would suck dick balls to be stuck like in Japan, because like they don't like you don't know the fucking language, so like how are you gonna watch TV?
Yeah,
a movie, or you know what I mean? Like you don't know anybody.
There's 2 minutes left, so you guys talk. I'm gonna change that camera battery.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it'd be like that in any foreign country, not just Japan, but like
no, yeah, it would be, yeah.
But it did a good job of like saying that though, like making you feel that.
I was looking through like the comments, I guess, on IMDb, and people were like, such a feeling movie. Like some people won't get it. Some people have never hurt and ached for somebody like this. I was like, what the fuck?
Wow, that's a bit much.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit much myself. Yeah, I was just like scrolling scrolling through, and I was just like, oh, that's interesting.
Well, so
Because Abby didn't watch it with me, and I
she
thought
did.
she'd already seen it. No, I thought she'd already seen it, but she was like, no. And she goes, well, do you think I like it? I go, I don't know. I go, if you're ever looking for something to watch, you should watch it and just see what you think.
That's weird. Didn't she vote for it?
Yeah, she said just because she didn't want to watch Avatar.
but she didn't
and
watch
And
this.
then she's like, I'm not gonna watch it with you actually anyway.
She was like, I voted. I didn't vote for your movie, and then I didn't watch the one I voted for.
I just want to make sure you don't get to watch your movie. Is what she said basically.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
pretty much. Pretty much.
So it was nominated for 4 Academy Awards. It won 1. She was nominated for 3, Sofia Coppola, and then Bill Murray, like you said. So I mean, its IMDb rating was like 7.7 or something like that.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They had like an 89 on Metacritic or something like that.
Yeah.
All right. So the poll results are. Oh, get out of there. For our next movie, Boiler Room, 0%.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Her,
jeez.
14%. Saving Private Ryan, 86%. 7 votes total.
Wow. So six people voted for Saving Private Ryan.
Yeah. What'd you vote for?
I voted for Saving Private Ryan.
I voted for Saving Private Ryan.
I voted for her.
Did you really?
Did you really?
No.
Oh, I was gonna say that's surprising.
So that's
So that's 2 weeks in a row we all voted for Hess's movie.
Yeah.
Oh, did you pick Lost in Translation?
No, I picked.
No, but
Avatar.
remember we
You
all
said you
voted.
guys-
We all voted for
Oh,
Avatar,
we voted
and
for
the internet
Avatar.
shows Lost in Translation.
That's what it was.
But so
Okay,
I
got-
guess Hess's boyfriend is right, and he's got good taste in movies. He picked 2 weeks in a row. I mean, right?
Boyfriend.
You got a little boyfriend commenting.
he smiled when he said that.
He's all excited. I said that, and he went.
Whoa, daddy.
No offense, but he's an Indian. I'm not into Indians.
No reason for you to get canceled.
Hey, he's my friend. I mean, he's a cool guy, but
You're just not. Yeah, I got you. You just don't want to
Yeah.
sexually touch him,
If it's possible.
do not want to do that.
if it's possible.
Do not.
Tell me,
Yeah, that's
wait,
just-
hold on. What do you want to do to him?
I don't want to do anything to him.
All right. Well, we are watching Saving Private Ryan. I'm excited about that. I haven't seen that in a long time. That'll be fun.
I've been trying to get. I've been trying to get Abby to watch that forever.
Well, now she has to, or she is a.
Is it on anything?
She's this week's podcast bitch.
Look it up and see if
Yeah,
it's
I
on
don't
anything.
know.
Let me Google it real quick.
It might not be.
I mean, we have it on DVD, but
I know it was on Netflix a while ago.
I'd rather watch Band of Brothers.
Cannonballs?
We're not doing TV shows, pal.
Oh. We could just watch all 10 hours of Band of Brothers.
According to this, it is not on anything.
I don't think it is.
It says it's $2 to rent on everything, but I believe we have it.
$2.
It's weird. It has all the links to like what you could watch it on, but like it literally says it's not on him.
That's funny.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna have to watch that on the old day.
Or you could just pay $2 if you want.
Yeah.
Oh my! What a fucking jick!
That's a classic one right there.
You've got to try this pole.
That's what Hess says when he sees Indian Dice.
Jesus Christ.
That's a big.
You guys are sneaky, huh?
All right, y'all ready to wrap this up? Cause
It's been
a good podcast, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, cats and kittens, it's time to put this hot dog stand back in the garage, walk away, light a match, throw it in there, and as we walk away, behind us, the hot dog
banana.
stand explodes.
It's the banana stand.
No, it explodes, and a banana stand rises in the ashes like a
Wow.
phoenix.
You've lost your fucking mind.
tight, yeah!
Well, thanks for watching, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment down below if you think Hess is going to get canceled. And we'll see you guys next week for Saving Private Ryan.